traveling axle trailer. Landau comes to mind, right? Well, what about other trailer manufacturers? Did any of them make one? The answer is yes, and DCP made a model of one. Before DCP offered a Landau trailer, they came out with the Talbert 5553TA. 55 for 55-ton capacity, 53 for 53 feet long, and TA for traveling axle. I've got a special offer for you at the end of the video, so stay tuned to help keep this channel going. Talbert Construction Equipment Company was founded in 1938 by one Austin Talbert in Lyons, Illinois. Austin wanted to provide crane and construction machinery rental and heavy haul transport in the Chicago area. Austin was able to provide these services with the development of the first 60-ton fixed gooseneck low bed trailer. It featured removable rear suspension that enhanced safety and efficiency when loading and unloading heavy equipment. In 1946, hauling trenchers became a problem, so Austin developed a special 3-axle trailer. It also helped with transporting other large machinery. In 1957, a new plant was built in Rensselaer, Indiana, that was devoted to specialty trailer manufacturing. Ultimately, Mr. Talbert and his team focused on production of trailers in Indiana and closed the Lyons, Illinois plant. Talbert quickly became known for innovation. Some of the first to come from Talbert include: first, low bed removable gooseneck trailer. First, hydraulic removable gooseneck trailer, non-ground engaging. First trailer manufacturer to use high-strength heat-treated steel. The first trailer manufacturer to design and incorporate air suspensions. The first trailer to use self-steering axles. Talbert patented most of these innovations, and they remain in use today. In 2020, Talbert Manufacturing upped the game by releasing their first 55-ton traveling axle trailer. The 5553TA is the biggest in the TA series of trailers. The 5553TA features a 53-foot overall length with a 41-foot 6-inch lower deck and an 11-foot 8-inch upper deck. It has an axle setting of 45 foot 8 inches with 3 axles to carry 110,000 pounds distributed over the truck and trailer. Talk about a beast of a trailer for the equipment delivery or towing and recovery work. Now let's look at DCP's version of the 5553TA.
And here we go, folks. This is the Peterbilt 389 with a 48-inch stand-up sleeper pulling the Talbert 5553TA traveling axle trailer. It is in silver and blue, really striking paint scheme with a blue trailer with a wood-grained deck on it, as you can see in the box. Ages 14 and up, DCP by first gear, 64 scale replica. Comes in the standard DCP box with the mural and the 2-piece blister, and it is item number 60-1935. And there it is, out of the box. Isn't that a good-looking setup? Traveling axle trailers are very, very common for use with rental companies who rent equipment. They're perfect for delivering equipment easily and quickly. Now, let's go on and start off with the tractor here. See, this video is all about Talbert trailers, so let's start with a tractor. It is the DCP Peterbilt 389. It comes with their new 48-inch stand-up sleeper, which is kind of small, but pretty common on these trucks. Has chrome fuel tanks there, chrome exhaust that are turned out and turned towards the back and out a little bit with 45s and miters on them. It has the chrome air horns. The roof lights are just the 5 on top, a little bit of orange tampo on the front since the cab is all silver. They didn't even bother to add any extra paint for the back of the bullets. Chrome mirrors, chrome breathers, full detailed engine underneath. It's red, so it's the Packard engine. It has the chrome for the turbo piping, and the little boots are all tampoed in orange and in blue. Really cool. It has a really nice striping pattern in silver with little white pinstripe around it. And then it has a silver roof on the cab and on the sleeper to match. It also has a matching silver frame. It has silver and blue on the fiberglass show fenders, a silver matched fifth wheel, chrome deck plate, chrome steps, a really pretty fancy show truck. It has 10-hole chromes, positionable steering, not true steering, just the positionable that DCP uses. Bottom of the engine and transmission detail, drive shaft to the first differential and to the second differential with the air brake canisters on the rear. Looks like a spring ride type front suspension that all of their trucks have. And then you can see the exhaust coming from the engine going to the dual stacks. Battery boxes, the steps there are painted in chrome. Actually, they're just chrome plated, and then they have the air tank right on top of them. It has a little chrome pogo stick back here with the 3 airlines, and then there is a window in the back of the sleeper. However, it looks like it's so dang dark you can't see all the way through it. You have brake lights here that are tampoed in red, and then you can see the bottom of the mud flaps, which are just part of the show fenders. There is a Peterbilt logo right there on the side of the hood on both sides, and then there is also a Peterbilt logo right there in the center of the hood on the front. And then the chrome surround, Peterbilt Aero style headlights, which have individual jewels and little orange paint for turn signals. Standard chrome bumper on the front. She's a pretty stock truck, except for the exhaust is fancy, but pretty stock, just a custom paint job. Really nice, not overly done as an owner operator, which I am a big fan of. I think a lot of these show trucks, they just go a little too over the top. It's got hard ABS plastic front windows that are clear with little bitty black painted around for the gaskets, and then also the windshield wipers are tampoed and molded in. High back seats, which are gray, dashboard is gray, and the steering wheel and gear shift is in black inside the cab. A lot of detail inside. Really, we've seen these trucks so many times. They have a whole ton of detail. They're great little trucks. Now let's look at the trailer, because let's face it, that's the whole point of this video, is this really nice traveling axle trailer. The one that they did is the Talbert 5553TA, which is a 55-ton capacity, 53-foot trailer. That's 53 from nose to tail. It does slide. You can see the axles slide just like they're supposed to, so that you could lower the deck, and then it slides back for transport mode. And in a pinch, you could slide those a little bit forward to make a turn, but you really shouldn't. Underneath, you can see there's the pistons that slide it forward and back. There's also 2 pistons here which raise the deck up. It has screw down type landing gear on it, just like all the DCPs. Kingpin to fit any DCP truck, Advantage Diecast or Neo type trucks. You got mud flaps on the back, which have the Talbert logo on them. It's kind of hard to focus on that, but they're there, Talbert logo. Then you have DOT striping and your brake lights, which are actually white for clear lenses on this truck. Up top, we have molded in wood grain deck planking on it. It is just painted to make it look like it, and is molded to look like wood. It's not real wood. You have the winch up here, and then you got a chain hooked to there. That's just molded in and tampoed. Frame rails are in blue. Really, really sharp looking trailer. You got your DOT striping down the side, plus the 5553TA on both sides. And then there are some little white marker lights to go with the LED marker lights all along. Then way up here on the nose up here, it has Talbert right up on the deck. Now, it does, as I said, it does tilt. You see, that's how the deck would pivot. It pivots there and raises up on those. Now to do that, you have to slide the axles forward, and then you can pivot it there. The screw down landing gear would be there, and then we'll set it up here with the truck and show it off with the load, with it tilted, so you can see exactly how it works. First, you slide your axles forward, which the driver has to do. You slide them all the way forward, and then you press the lever and up goes the deck just like that, and then on you drive. Now if you want to put some wheels up onto the nose, once your machine is on there, you would lower the deck down a little bit so that it is level in line with that, and then you could drive right up on the nose. And I've got a farm tractor here, and I'll show off exactly how that would work. John Deere, of course, the deck is down. You drive it all the way up onto the deck. You'd lower her down just a little bit so that they're in line, and then you would drive the tractor all the way up and put the front wheels on the deck. In fact, this one you could probably put the whole tractor there, but you wouldn't really want to do that. You put it up like that, and then you would lower the deck down. Of course, you would have probably loaded another tractor behind it so that it really looks like that. And maybe, let's do that one. Let's put this one on. We got an International here. Let's put this tractor on here to make it look like there was a point to having the extra weight, extra load. Got another tractor there, and then the last tractor. See, and she's all loaded up. Now, once you're all loaded, you would slide your axles to the back. You would lower the deck flat, and then you would slide the axles to the back, and then you would chain your load down so that your load is secured legally. After all, we don't want the loads to fall off. So there we go, guys. That is the DCP by First Gear Peterbilt 389 hauling their Talbert 5553-TA traveling axle trailer to deliver some farm equipment in this case, but it can deliver pretty much anything you want that is under 55 tons because it is a 3-axle designed for 55 tons. Great looking truck. Got several different Talberts on the website. Check them out at farmtoysandmore.com. There's a link down below to see all of them. Remember, guys, purchasing models on my website really goes a long way to help keep this channel going, making videos and showing off these great models just for you. So please go on and support me by making purchases over there. Thank you.
Remember the good old days when the rumble of the truck engine felt like the sweet sound of freedom and adventure. Yeah, those days were the best, right? Well, guess what? That spirit isn't lost. It's alive and kicking with our Trucking Fallen Flags T-Shirt of the Month Club. Imagine this. Every single month, a high-quality, comfy, jersey knit T-shirt shows up at your doorsteps. Each one celebrating a legendary trucking company from back in the day. The truck lines that built the roads that we travel today. Now, let me tell you about June of 2025. We're rolling out the epic Pacific Intermountain Express logo that once owned the highways of the West. I was chatting with my buddy Charles just the other day. I said, remember those PIE trucks? They had that unmistakable presence on the road. Charles chuckled and replied, oh yeah, they ruled those West Coast roads. And now you can own a piece of that legacy too. Join us today and become part of something truly special. Something that lets you wear the memories. Head on over to farmtoysandmore.com to subscribe as soon as we wrap up this video. And here's the scoop, just for you. These tees get printed at the same shop that makes my own Heartland Diecast and Promotions gear. I'm wearing one right now. Super comfy, top-notch quality. You gotta trust me on this. You'll find another link waiting for you at farmtoysandmore.com to get this shirt too. So, what's holding you back? Let's keep the trucking history alive. Click that link and gear up for this monthly ride down memory lane. Stay awesome, guys, and as always, keep on trucking. Join the club, wear the memories, because some adventures never fade. Catch you on the road. Thanks for watching. I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skill, and I'll be back soon with another video.